Thank you for watching my series of tips and tricks for AutoCAD. This is Carlos Gregas, mechanical engineering major at Tennessee Technological University. Today I'll be going through like an object which I have in here, and it's actually involving lots of commands in AutoCAD. So we will be using the hatch to do the hatching for the object. Dimensions, we will go through the dimensions, the layers, the fillet command, and the timing. And after we finish our drawing, we will have it on a scale paper so we can mention the scale factor, and we will have some text besides, like we will gonna print it down to PDF, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get that PDF file back to AutoCAD so that you can modify your your model. So let me just get started really quick with doing the first scene, which is actually the units. I'll be using units, so I write down units in the command line. So again, I go to my command line, I write units, and then press enter. I'm gonna change it to architecture, and you see like the scale is inches, so we will be working with inches. I'm gonna press OK, and the first thing I'm gonna be doing today is that I'm gonna be assigning layers. So I'm gonna make some layers. I can right click to make a new layer, or I can just simply go to the tab, or I can press Alt N. So the first layer is gonna be for the object. I'm gonna name it, then press enter. I'm gonna give it a color. I'm gonna say that this color is gonna be orange. Okay, so what is that P for? That P means plotting, means printing. So if I press on it, it's not gonna print down. So anything that I created with this layer is not gonna print down. So I don't want to have this, so I'm not gonna check it. This one over here represents it's actually represented in my drawing. So like if I have a layer and like couple of layers, different ones, and I don't want to show any of them, I can just press on that one. Is gonna be hidden. And I have my line weight and my line type. So for my object, my line type should be continuous. For my line weight, I'm gonna make it 0.8. I'm gonna press OK. So now I'm done with my first layer. I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna make it construction. Construction layer. I'm gonna give it the color of say yellow, but I wanna have the line type as the default one. This one is not gonna plot down, so like I'm just gonna, it's just for helping me out, but I'm not gonna use it like in my PDF or anything afterwards. So I don't want it to be printed down. And I'm gonna create another layer for hidden lines, and this should be 0.3 millimeter. So I'm trying to use the standard. So this is actually, I'm not making up these, so it's in books that you should be using 0.3 millimeter. And actually the line type should be, again, this is hidden lines, so my line type should be hidden lines, and I'm gonna be using hidden 2. I'm gonna press OK, and then I'm gonna select my heading to 1, and then I'm gonna press OK. Again, no layer. It's gonna be for, I'm gonna give my heading line another color. So let's say it's gonna be whatever that is, and then that one is gonna be my, I'm gonna rename it. It's gonna be my center lines. I'm gonna change my line type. I'm gonna go to load, and then sorry, yeah, center 2. I'm gonna select it, press OK. What else do I need? Yeah, I need my dimensions one. This one I'm left over with, and my hatch. So new layer, and I'm gonna call it dimensions. I'm gonna say that my dimensions color is gonna be blue. Say OK. My line weight should be 0.3 millimeter, and then OK. I wanna give another color for that one. Let's just say it's gonna be red. And again, finally, new layer for the hatch. I'm gonna give it a color, and let's just make it black, and make it the default one. So again, the first thing I did is I assigned units. So now I know my units and my scale, and then I did my layers, and then let's just get started with the construction of my object. So I have a construction line, so I'm gonna be doing that construction line, and that one, and again these two, and finally that one, and that one too. So I'm gonna go to draw construction line. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 0, 0 for my absolute coordinate. Press OK, and then I'm gonna select my polar tracking for it to be, to snap to the x-axis. I'm gonna make another one like that. I'm gonna press escape to exit my tool. But actually, so as you see, this is red, so my selected layer was the center line. So here comes the track. I can actually I don't have to select my layer first, but I can actually do my object and then assign a new layer for it. So that's supposed to be my construction line. So I'm gonna go to construction, and now it's actually changed to my new layer. So instead of selecting that from sketch, I can just do it whatever the way I do it, and then I assign the layer to it. Now you just wanna be working with construction, then go to draw and construction line. So I have that's the distance between the two midpoints of the two circles. It's 76. So I actually want to know the distance between that point and the midpoint of the circle, so I'm gonna divide 76 by 2. I'm gonna give me 38 and go offset and It says specify opposite distance. I'm gonna say 50, enter. Then select that one and go up. Again, enter that one. Now that's correct. So I'm done with my construction lines. I have that circle, the 3 circles actually, but it should be line here, but this is like my mistake. It should be, the diameter of it should be 26. So I'm gonna start with my body now, or my object. I'm gonna snap to that point using the object snap, and says specify radius. I'm gonna say diameter to enter diameter, and then I'm gonna say 26. I'm gonna select the object. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go and use copy. It says select object. I'm gonna select and press enter, and then I'm just gonna take it from the center, then take it to these 2 ones. I'm gonna move that one. It shouldn't be here, it should be in the middle, so I moved it. Now I press escape, and I'm gonna do these 2 circles. It has a radius of 22, so I'm going to go to circle, and it says radius 22, and I'm gonna copy it. It says select object. I'm gonna select and press enter. I'm gonna go to the midpoint to snap to the other midpoint. Now I have my 2 circles. That one should be radius of 24, so I'm gonna create a circle with radius of 24. I'm gonna press enter. I have a radius of 62 from the center point to that one, so it should be so I should go to that construction line, make it radius of 62. I have that radius, and I also have that one. So I have this radius, it should be 18. I have that radius should be 45. So I'm just gonna go, and now comes the fillet command. So I'm gonna say radius r equal 18. Then press enter, and then I'm gonna select my first object and second object. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. Now I got it joined, and I have a radius of 20. I'm gonna do the same thing, radius 20, and it's actually between these two. I have a radius of 45. I'm gonna go to fillet, then R equal 45. Then select these two. Go to fillet again and make it for the other side. I still have two circles, a radius of 18 and a radius of 28. I'm gonna go right here, do R equal 28, and the other one is 22. R equal 22. And I have a tangent line between the two circles, so I'm just gonna go to line and I'm gonna snap. So you actually see like I have my tangent in here and the intersections and the quadrant. So like the quadrant was working actually, and I can still use the tangent one, but both of them is gonna work with my shape. So I have line and I'm gonna go and snap. I have a radius of 32. So I'm gonna go in here and say R equal 32. And I'm gonna do the tangent line to it. I'm gonna do it from here to there. That would work. So now comes the trimming part. I have to trim to get to this shape, exactly the same as it is. So I'm gonna select these two. I'm gonna go up here to trim, then I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna select these two and go to trim. I'm gonna delete those. I'm gonna select these two as well, trim. Alright, another thing I can do, I can just go to my construction and make it hidden, so it can better help me do it better, to be more clear. I need to select these and go to trim, delete that one and that one. Then select these two as well. Trim and delete that one. I need to delete this and So I have now to do the hatch for it. I go to the middle of it and I just press on there, so I have it now constructed. So if you can actually observe, I have it this angle, not the other way as I have in here, and I have less hatches than this. So instead of 10 I can just go like so if I change it to 45, it's gonna be perpendicular to the x-axis, but what if I make it 90? It's gonna be the actual inverse way of what it was. I'm gonna say escape. I'm gonna select it. I just wanna go and change the layer to hatch. So I have it black. Maybe it's not obvious enough, so I'm gonna change the color to say whatever. So I'm left over with the dimensions and my center lines. So I wanna go to center lines. I'm gonna say it's not good. Let me just zoom in. I want to cut these extensions. I don't want it, so I go to modify and break. I should find it as a break. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna just go anyway, and now I could have deleted. Break, and I just start my point and I go with it. Now I am able to set it as a picture. I need another one, a horizontal one, so I'm just gonna go with line. Gonna go that way as well as the other way. I need a vertical one. I can just break that. Alright, that will work. Now I need another one in here and another one in there. So, and that one too. Let me just go ahead. Yeah. Another way I can do it, I just wanna show it to you guys. So like I can get my construction line. So I have my construction line. I can change it to center line. You can change that one to center line, and that one as well. So that way I have my 3 center lines. I can do a rectangle around it, and then say trim, and I'm gonna select that rectangle. I'm gonna say enter, and then I'm gonna select fence, and now I can go around it, and anything around it is gonna be deleted. Press enter. So if I get my construction line hidden, I press escape. I'm gonna use my pen tool. You see, I got my construction line converted into center line. I'm gonna delete my rectangle. I don't need it. And now I'm left over with the dimensions, so I can just go ahead and use the dimensions. So I should be having the dimension from the midpoint and the midpoint. So I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm just using my laptop mouse, so it's just kind of hard. So I want to assign my dimensions one, so I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna go to dimensions. As you can see, the number is very small, so I want to go to annotation and select the dimension style, and then I'm gonna say modify and go use ISO, and I'm gonna change the precision to 0. But I'm gonna change it to annotative. Yeah, I'm gonna deselect I'm gonna use my overload scale. I'm gonna increase it to like 40. That's okay. Close. It's actually still, so I have to go back and change it. Oh, it's not saved. That's why. That's actually good, but I want it a little bit smaller. So modify, I'm gonna make it it's ready. That's good. I need these two. So dimensions. I need to select my layer. That's 110. and then I have the radii of it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say the radius and give that one radius. That one too. I can give the diameter of that one, so I can just go to diameter and then I need the radius. I need that one too. The diameter is for these. And actually I can go ahead modify that one. I can say the 3 holes I can say the 3 holes are 26 of diameter. So like these 3, instead of doing all of this, the 3 of them, I can just modify that one. Now I'm pretty much done with the construction and everything. So as you can see, all of them are in the same line weight, but I have something in here. It's called line weight, so it should be that one. So if I press on it, it should give me my actual line weight. So that way the line weight of the dimensions is actually now more clear, and my object I can make my object a little bit like smaller than this. Maybe smaller. My dimensions. So it's actually the standard, but so what I put at first, it should be the standard, but for more for more convenience of the eye, I'm just gonna reduce it for now. Most of the people don't go with the line weight as a standard one, actually, because it actually doesn't matter that much. But since I'm teaching something, I have to teach it the correct way. So now I wanna give so a scale. So like my scale, I'm just gonna make it 1 inch to 1 inch. So 1 inch in here is actually 1 inch on the paper. Set my sheet of scale. And I'm gonna put it in here. I want to change the color to white. Just gonna make it that one. Well, I actually can leave it the same as the colors, the dimensions, it doesn't matter. So So actually, as you can see, we can just why is my dimensions one is like it shouldn't be like that. My yeah, it should be solid one. Here we go. So we can write our name in here. The scale is the title. So let me just go ahead and show you how to insert a text, or we can say text and multi-line text. Then you can just get your space. I'm gonna make it annotative. Let's just don't worry about the scale now, and we can just say tips and tricks. You press anywhere. This should, yeah, we should we should actually care about the scale now. Let me just scale it. I forgot my T. Tips and tricks. And I press outside. And I can actually change the color. So let me just make a layer for text. Let me make it black. And select that one and go to my text. So that way we have our object, we have our scale sheet, and let's just go to the layout. So as you can see, we have like white part and the actual part. So if we want to modify, if we want to give a scale or something, we should be inside that one. So we double click on it and we change the scale. So let's just make it I can go ahead and say layout and page setup, modify. I'm gonna print it to PDF, Microsoft PDF. I'm gonna say, so right now I have it in my layout. I can just go to window and I can select my window. If I hit preview, so I wanna have it landscape, and my size is like, let's say just letter and preview. But like what if, oh yeah, so I have to go my layer properties. So most of them are actually not plotting, that's why. Alright, now I go to print Microsoft to PDF, and then I go to my window and I can select this part and hit preview. Now I have it. It has everything on it. Alright, I can just say that I want it like, let's say window. I just wanted this part. So Microsoft PDF. Can say review. Now I just got it to my drawing without a scale sheet. I can just now print it down and say YouTube tutorial. Hit save, and now I'm pretty much done with this tutorial. Please subscribe if you like my video.